Hi everyone, welcome back to Plum Mashable. So I've got my hands on some of the new Lawn Fawn release from Hobby Hoppers. So let's go ahead and have a look together. I couldn't resist it. I did try. I did. No, I didn't. I really didn't. So this is some of the things from the brand new Lawn Fawn Spring, I think, 2021 release. There are some gorgeous things in here. If you've been watching along with the Lawn Fawn releases or the videos on YouTube, you'll already know these. But then some of these are old. I've got a couple little old bits and some new things I want to show you. So I'm going to start off with the two old things, just so we get them out of the way first. I have the Spiffy Speckles Petite Paper Pack. I love it. It's in fact probably my most used paper pack, full stop. And I've done some damage to it, so I decided to buy myself another one. I love this paper collection. It's gorgeous. It's so good to use on so many different things. I think I need to find a way to get the 12x12 though, because I'm realizing with my new addiction to making slimline cards that perhaps, you know, I might need the 12x12s. This is the other thing that I got that is old, I think. There might be one more in here. This is the Open Me die set. I do have the stamp set. I bought it in my Christmas haul, which I'll link. But I just needed the dies, so Trish had ordered them in for me. So before we go on to all the other stamps and dies, I just want to show you really quickly. Trish at Hobby Hoppers has now got some Nuvo crystal drops in the store. I've wanted to try these for ages. I really love my glossy accents, so I wanted to try something else just to add a little bit of dimension to stuff. So I just want to show you sort of what these look like. I got two colors, so I got the Simply White because I figured I'd use it. I'd use this as like bubbles or as snow or as stars, but I use white all the time. So you can just make little drops of things. I think you can kind of flick these, or there are ways to be able to make these look like more enamel dots, I guess. But I just wanted to give that a go. So I know that's really hard to see zoomed up. Oh, when I do a zoom in, you'll be able to see them. And then I also got one called Silver Lining, because again, silver, I'm pretty happy with silver. These ones you'll be able to see a little bit better. So just to sort of, you can do lines, or you can do spots, or you can do basically anything. You can do shapes and things as well. Just wanted to try them. Trish has a bunch of colours in the store. I could have seriously bought all of them. Not going to. Because I'm a good girl and I love the fact that they've got the little crystals on the top. Just, is it just me, or when you get something that's also very pretty, it kind of adds stuff to it? So anyway, I just thought I'd give some crystal drops a go, and considering Trish had them, you know, why not? Alright, so I'm going to jump into all of the Lawn Fawn the same way I always do. I'll show you the stamps and then the dies if I've got them. But the first one here, this is called Bubbles of Joy, and this is quite possibly the most gorgeous stamp set ever. This is bringing in some more of the mice. So if you've been following along for the last couple of months with Lawn Fawn releases, last couple of Lawn Fawn releases, they've had mice. So you've had them in Dandy Day. We've had them in Baked with Joy, something like that, with the Christmas mice. There was another one. And then they've been in Merry Mice all the way back. And I just think they're so cute, and I love that you can keep kind of adding them and joining them all in together. These mice can get into such hijinks with so many different things. I think these two are my favourites. This little one who's just sort of looking up, he'd be gorgeous just on his own on like a beautiful night sky. He'd be really cute too to add if you wanted to mix and match some sets. You could add in like the aliens, or like do a galaxy scene and have him just sitting there looking up at the aliens as they go past. There's so many ways to use these mice. I love these. And then I loved in the intro video, go and check out Lawn Fawn's channel because they've got all the intro videos to all of these, the way they did rainbow bubbles. And I've got some of the beautiful pale, what are they called, pastel colours of the Copic, so I'll be able to actually make some of those out. I got very excited when I saw I already had some of the colours. So keeping along with the bubble theme, because there is a definite bubble theme to this, this is the Scripty Bubble Sentiments. I've really wanted the Scripty word sentiments for a really long time, and I haven't got to them yet. They're on my list. I will get to them eventually. But I love these big sentiments, these big bold sentiments that you can cut out. Now I can cut that out just with the words if I wanted to, or I can obviously stamp them out. You've got happy birthday to you, brilliant. You can mix and match that with other birthdays as well. You've got thanks so very much. You could just have thanks. And again, you can mix and match with other sentiments from other sets. Sending hugs, sending love, and then you make me smile. Plus you've got another little mouse there. So as soon as I saw the mouse, I was like, well, we can't have these mice and not this mouse. He has to come home too. So I've got the whole family of the mice. I've also got, now this is I was going to sort of, I had these in an order, but I am just going to show you really quickly. This is the other sort of bubble thing. This is the bubble border. And actually I was very excited last night when I saw another video go up that had, I can't remember who did it, I think it was Cara. She had a video where she used the bubble border actually to make like tree foliage, which I thought was really clever. Just another way that you can use these sometimes. So you can do the bubbles as bubbles, you can do the bubbles as just the sort of loops. You can make these into trees, you could make those into clouds. So many ways that you could use this when you think about it. So that is the bubble border. Right, moving away from bubbles for a second. This is another new one. This is Virtual Friends. I wanted it for a couple of reasons. Number one, I know Australia is not so much in the lockdowns at the moment. We're not doing quite so much of the Zooms, but we are still doing them to a certain extent. And I really liked the sort of, how do you explain it? Almost like the way that this stamp set ages itself. It puts itself in a time that is really relevant, and anyone that's lived through it's going to sort of understand it. But there's also, we do birthdays from a long way away. My nephew had his birthday last weekend and we did a FaceTime because I can't get there for border reasons and because he lives in Queensland and I can't fly. So there's sort of, you will always have virtual birthdays, and I think now that we've gone through COVID, there will be a lot of people that will be aware of that a little bit more. So they might actually take advantage of doing birthdays via the internet a little bit more. So this kind of is going to fit in really nicely. So you've got all of the little critters. I know I just went on a bit of a rant there. I'm really sorry. Hopefully I've got enough Zooms to go over that. So you've got the Zoom kind of pages. You've got all your little critters, and then all those sort of hope your day is glitch free. So glad we have a strong connection. Sending virtual hugs and have a happy virtual birthday. But then you can also use this desk, and I really wanted the Just My Type one because I like the desk in that. I've wanted that for a long time, haven't got to it. This is going to be sort of a step in for a little while because it kind of fits nicely. So that's all those, plus these fit in the car critters. If you're a car critters person, if you love the car critters, oh, they're going to be perfect. They're going to be perfect. Now there's also a reveal wheel add-on for the Virtual Friends. So it does the little computer cutout, so you can spin it around and have different people. You can have sort of the little ones here waving and then they've all got their party hats on, or you can just have all the different friends and you can scroll through them. Again, you can mix and match that with some of the car critters maybe. You can put the bears that are in car critters or some of the Christmas ones. It would make a cute Christmas card as well. You can scroll through them if you're having like a virtual Christmas. So you've got those ones that cut that out, plus you've got some frames here. I think these would actually look really cute as like a photo frame on the wall. You could have like the bears from Den Sweet Den and then scroll through and have a picture, and maybe the sentiment changes in their window, or they've got different pictures of their bear friends from a long way away. Ideas that jump in my head. So I've got the rectangle window plus the template that goes along with it, because I've just decided that when they bring those out, I'm just getting the templates. Last thing that kind of goes along with those Virtual Friends, and it kind of fits into the same thing as the car critters, because these are the perfect size to fit in the car critters as well. These are called Tiny Friends. So if you've seen, again, some of the other stuff, they have Tiny Christmas, Tiny Fairy Tale, Tiny Gingerbread. I don't have any of those ones. I haven't sort of fallen in love with those, but I love this idea of having little people that I can put places. So I can put Grandma and Granddad can have a virtual call with the kids, or you can have the little puppy and the kitty with someone, like, you know what I mean. I just thought this was a really cute little set. The dies I think were normal price, like the price of a normal die set, but I think this one was only like $12.90 for the stamp set, I think. Don't quote me. But I just love that they all came with so many different people. You can mix and match them. And the puppy and the kitty are really cute too. I think these would look really cute with Tiny Village as well. I just thought of that, and I've got all of the Dan Village stamps, so they're all going to fit together beautifully. I love Lawn Fawn because they all match. It makes me happy. Alright, speaking of matching, These two, I was really disappointed, and they haven't done it yet. They may have done it in between when I film this and when it goes up. But they haven't done intro videos to the flip-flop stamps, but I think these are such a great idea. So these are flip-flops, and I'll actually just really quickly grab Butterfly Kisses out so I can show you. So you guys know Butterfly Kisses is one of my absolute favourite Lawn Fawn stamps. It may be my absolute favourite Lawn Fawn stamp set. And what this is basically just the fox and the net and a couple of the butterflies flipped. That's all it is. It's a complete redo of what's already there. But if you've ever been like me and you've tried to do the mirror stamping and it hasn't worked and then you can't cut it out with the die anyway, this is brilliant. This was $10. Like these two together was like $20. So I can just go in the pile. I love this. I can now have some foxes running each way chasing their butterflies. I have butterflies facing each way, and they come with some new sentiments. So you've got Sending Smiles on this one. You've got the dies that match. So that's Butterfly Kisses, and then this one matches up with Elfie Selfie. So I only just got Elfie Selfie a couple of months ago, so I haven't had the chance to play. But I think this would make the cutest little baby, not even baby, but just cutest little card with the two elephants sitting together and maybe blowing water into the air or something like that. You could match this with the bubbles, which I think would be really cute as well if you had bubbles all over the place. Love You Tons is such a cute sentiment, and it's got this little thing here that says boop. So when you put the two elephants together, they can make this little boop sound when their trunks hit. Oh, I love it. It's just so cute. So cute. Have to make that card. But yeah, for $20, such a great idea. And I hope they do these with a lot of others. They did also do the Chameleon from One in a Chameleon. And I just chose not to get it because I don't use that one as often. And it didn't sort of jump at me as one that I had to have. I probably will get it later. But for now, I'm quite happy with just those two. This is another one that kind of fits in with that virtual friends and that virtual kind of thing we're doing at the moment. It's long distance hugs. But then I have a lot of family as well that live a long way away. So this one for me was just a no-brainer. It's called Long Distance Hugs, and it's got sort of all those sentiments. So you've got sending hugs and smiles, and you've got them big, small, and in different configurations, which come with the matching dies. But then you've also got the hugs with the long distance. So sending long distance hugs, sending long distance smiles, sending virtual hugs, and then just miss you at the bottom. Just such a good one to have. I always love Lawn Fawn's sentiment stamps. They're a lot of fun. Okay, we're nearly there. Kinda, maybe. It looks like now these are just all the sort of little standard things. This is one I didn't think I was going to get, and then I thought, no, I can come up with something here. This is the Swish and Pop, which is their new interactive die. I always think I don't need their interactives, and then I see them be used by other people, and I go, yeah, no, I needed that, and then I have to order again. So I just figured I'd just put it in. It wasn't particularly expensive either, so I sort of thought, well, why not? What this does is it makes things fly across your card. So I'm kind of thinking of using it first with Butterfly Kisses and having like the little butterflies flying across the card, or maybe the bubbles with Bubbles of Joy. Go and check out the intro video because they'll do a much better job of explaining it than I will. But I just think this was really, really cute. Good way to play with interactive cards. If you're not an interactive card person, this one looks reasonably simple, so I'm interested to see that, and was cheap, which is even better. I don't know why I didn't have this in my collection, but I didn't, but I thought for spring, the Reveal Wheel, Flower and Sun add-on would be really good. I do have the circle, just didn't have this one, so I grabbed that one too. That's old. Okay, last of the new stuff, and it's all stencils and dies. So this goes along with the Slimlines that I've got. I don't know why I don't have the Grassy Hillsides in the standard size, but I don't. And I've always kind of thought, I'll get them. And then when I saw them coming in the Slimline, I'm like, well, I'll just hold off and get them in the Slimline because then I can use them on standard size cards as well. I love when I can double up. It just makes life a lot easier. So these are the Slimline Grassy Hillside borders. They'll just make grassy hills. Not complicated, but such a good idea. I then did I need these ones? No, I didn't. Because honestly, my stencils that I've already got are the very same as these. They're just the standard size ones, like the 6x6s, instead of using the Slimlines. But I am making more Slimlines, so I wanted the stencils to go with. This is the Slimline Hillside, Slimline Cloudy, and Slimline Simple Hillside. So this one comes with two. The It's so hard to say Slimline. The Slimline Hillside stencils come with 2. The clouds come with 2, and then the simple Hillside comes with 2 as well, and they're just on different angles. So you can play with those. I love playing with the stencils. You guys know how much I love them, so that was just a no-brainer. And then these are the last of the bubbles. We have 2 different kinds of bubble stencil. So this one's the bubbles stencil, and this is the bubble background. They are different. This one's just got 1. And I'll put in some zooms, but you can see they've got little etchings in, so you can line these borders up. So they do kind of match up, and you can put things in the right place. I think that's really clever. They do that with the etchings with all of the Lawn Fawn, so that's really cool. And then this one is the background stencils. It comes with 2. They're just such an easy, I just got to grab these out because these are just so cool. But just such an easy way to kind of have, a bit like the starry backgrounds and stuff we've already had. You can have the really simple one with kind of less bubbles. You can have more bubbles, or you can put them together because they do kind of do this overlay thing that I think is really cool. You could just have like a whole background full of bubbles. Rainbow bubbles, oh yeah, some blue bubbles. And the bubbles don't just work with the new bubbly ones. I think they'd work really well with the bathtub one, which I can't remember what it's called right now, but there's a bathtub one with some ducks. I think that'll work really well. There's another one too, I think, with some bubbles. Like even with Elfie Selfie, with those elephants, like they could be blowing bubbles. So many ideas with the bubbles. And how good would those elephants look with the little mouse looking up at the bubbles? Oh my goodness. Ideas. So there we go. That is my gigantic Lawn Fawn haul. Thank you so much to Trish, who also went out of her way to help me out with this one. Really appreciate it, Trish Pants. You know I love you. I get all of my new Lawn Fawn from Trish. I do get some of my old Lawn Fawn from other places, but generally Lawn Fawn, when it's new, I'll go straight to Trish. She has great shipping prices. She does 5% discount from me. So on Lawn Fawn release day, if you want to use my code, you'll get 5% off your Lawn Fawn always, even on release days, plus free shipping over $50, I think. Which, let's face it, with the Lawn Fawn haul, does not take long to get over $50. Go and check out the Nuvo drops too. If you've been interested in playing with them, or interested in just sort of seeing what they do, go and check them out, how many she's got on her store, because they're amazing. And she also has a very, very large range of washi tape, which if you have not already checked out Trish's washi tape, you really need to, because they're beautiful. I'll be using bits of these soon. I hope to be playing with them a lot off camera. I don't know how many times I'll use them on camera, but if you do want to see anything in particular, please let me know. You can let me know via leaving a comment, or you can find me on any of my socials. Please give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Make sure you subscribe for all of my Lawn Fawn goodness. Quite honestly, if you want to see cards though, follow me on Instagram, because I tend to put them there more than here on YouTube. That's it from me. I hope you have an absolutely awesome day, whatever you get up to, and I will catch you in my next video. Sending lots of huggles. Bye!